And I want to welcome in a special way our leader, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, and of course, two of my cabinet, two colleagues, Honorable Ambrose George and Honorable Dr. Colin McIntyre. And I want to say how happy I am to be here today. And it's indeed a historic moment for us in Despor. It was the first time the Prime Minister is blessing us with his presence in this wonderful, small community. Is a community, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Ambrose George and Dr. Colin McIntyre, where you can get the best black pudding on Ireland. And it's a community, whenever the parrot comes here, it's like Christmas. And I've been embraced there, and it's an absolutely wonderful environment to be at. Today, of course, is a big day for us. And notwithstanding your support, but every time I will get a call from either Henry or Shokofi, who originally is from Bells, but she has made Despor home, about the deplorable condition of the road leading into Despor. What I've tried to do over the years is to engage you by way of dialogue and to say to you, yes, the road is bad, but let's go back to what we had or what we did not have before. And as I've said before, I can recall when I became the Member of Parliament for the Mao constituency, that where we are here today was a dirt road. Isn't that so, Henry? Yeah. It was mud. That's what I meant. Swimming pool. Okay, swimming pool. Okay. And all the improvement you have seen to the road thus far have been done by the Dominica Labour Party and a Member of Parliament. And I said to you, by virtue of what we have done before, that we shall, at the right time, ensure that we finish the project. That is to say, you have at least 1 kilometer of road that is in a very deplorable stage, to the point to which I was advised or warned when I was there on Saturday that school is reopening and the bus cannot drive down to the end of the village to carry our students. They have to walk up the hill every morning. It's a very, very, very terrible situation. But I must say to you, I'm so proud of you, because although some persons try to create a situation, you never blocked the road, you never demonstrated. All you did was to call me now and again whenever you come there to engage me and say, Parrot, we know you will do it, but the road bad, Henry. Try the road bad. But we have gotten over the most terrible time. And today, as I said to you before, that I want the Prime Minister to be here for us to hand over a check that will see the completion of the road. So when I come to get my black pudding and more, I want to be driving smoothly. Right. For matter of fact, when I was there on Saturday night, I never knew Cecil was a good batsman like that. And Cecil, this is right there. And Cecil told me, I hear Park Afemo, Park vote pour Roosevelt Skerrit with Rayburn Blackmoore. Park Shimmy come here. And I felt touched by that. And he reminded me, though, that do not forget, you made a promise to us that the road would be smooth from the intersection of Sylvina to Despor during that term. I thought he was saying that after he had drank 4 beers, 1 beer in the other. But when I drove back down, I said he was right, because I could recall making that statement right there and some years ago. But in the Labour Party, as I've heard from the Prime Minister, as you have seen by our manifestation, that we always keep our promise. Isn't that so? That's right. And today is a practical expression of that. And I want to give you the assurance that we have more to receive from the Labour Party. And do not forget, it's very easy to say what we have not done, because we tend to forget very quickly. But I want you to say to me today that in the history of your existence in Despor, have you experienced any government that has given any attention to you in Despor? Have you? Nobody. You understand that? And in closing, I know you want me to talk about the water supply, because one thing I learned in life and in my long time in politics, so far I say long, that I can recall going to Campbell before the last election. Where's Avondale? Ila? Avondale is there? Okay, okay. And the school in Campbell was filled with people. The whole village of Campbell came out. Isn't that so, Avondale? Yeah. And I was told in Campbell, and I want the Prime Minister to say that, that the only thing they wanted in Campbell was improvement to the water system. Isn't that so, Avondale? All they wanted was improvement to the water system. I said, if you vote for me, I shall ensure that we do it for you. They said to me, but I heard that from Brian Allen for 15 years and Jordan Priva for 10 years. And having won, the first year the Prime Minister made the money available for us, not only in Campbell, but in Wana. And in similar fashion, therefore, because we shall ensure that you, the people of Despor and Sylvina, an emerging community, will be connected to clean, healthy drinking water. That is what the Labour Party stands for. And that is why you know what you shall be doing when that man rings the bells. So, I'm saying that because you said to me that the road was the most important thing. But as I said to you on Friday, we shall be making a donation for the road. So then you just start talking about the Tata. No. No. I know. Once you get the Tata now, you're gonna start talking about the link road to Campbell. But I want to give you the assurance that that shall be done in my next term. I say my next term because I can give you the assurance of your support. Anybody who runs on a ticket against the Labour Party will be whipped and whipped mercilessly in the next election. So that's why I say, next term. So thank you very much. So I wish you well, and I want to hand over to, and let me say something to you. I was at a funeral yesterday. In my view, the best funeral I've attended in my life, and I'm not all that young. And they said that the Prime Minister is not only a smart man, he's smart when you go to university, you book smart, etc. But you listen, Upatela. Yeah. But he said also a wise man. And those of us who are versed in the Bible know the distinction between being wise and smart. So I want to introduce you to, well, not introduce you because you know the Prime Minister, but I'm introducing him right now because he's in my constituency for the first time in Despor. To a man who has made a tremendous change to our lives in Dominica. And I'm not saying that because he's there. And then you're seeing that change today. Because the one phone call I made, and you guys came there and together just to have an experience with the best leader we have seen in the history of this country. And that is why I think that what is happening here today demonstrates that the Prime Minister cares. Do not forget, I'm a politician, that when they were doing the whatever, a motorcade, Henry, you are there? Yes. And they came down there, you can recall that? Yes, yeah. Now somebody who wants to be Prime Minister, where he stayed? Where?
In his vehicle.
In his vehicle. If a blue flag waving, hiding. Oh, then you come outside. You can't come outside. But look him there, way. That's the difference.
That's right.
Of persons who want to represent you. That's the difference. A real man, not somebody who was made yesterday. So, this is there. I must simply welcoming him. And please give him the reception he deserves. Thank you very much, and I'll be there on the road every day to make sure this
Yeah. Everybody happy.